This is a snippet from Culting of America, my new book, where I try to explain that cults are not just more than a couple people, these bigger commune cults that people think of. Cults can be two people, a single family, or on the internet. To understand how cults show up in everyday life, we need to expand our mental map. When most people hear the word cult, they picture a doomsday commune in the desert, matching robes, isolation, and a charismatic leader with apocalyptic promises. And they're not wrong. Those commune cults are real, and some of the most harmful groups in history fit that mold. I grew up in one, and you can get signed copies of Uncultured attached here, or listen to me read it to you on Spotify Premium or anywhere else you get your audiobooks. But that's not the only way coercive control works. It's not even the most common way anymore. In writing this book, I wanted to expand our collective imagination of what a cult can be. Commune cults are just one corner of the map. In my life and research, I've encountered at least 3 other kinds of cults that are just as real, just as damaging, and far more common than most people realize. The 1-1 cult. The abusive relationship that operates like its own totalitarian regime. One partner calls the shots, controlling everything from what their partner wears to who they talk to, what they believe, and how they see the world. It doesn't always look like abuse. It can look like love, devotion, or protection. But if you've ever known someone who seemed to vanish into a relationship, whose light got dimmer instead of brighter, chances are you've seen a 1-1 cult in action. As they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, it only takes 2 people to have a meeting. Well, the same is true for cults. The single family cult. Not all cults need a congregation. Sometimes it's one household. One parent, usually a father, sometimes a mother, sets themselves up as the voice of God, the law of the land, the center of gravity. Their children grow up in an echo chamber of fear and control, often under the guise of religion, culture, or simply how we do things in this house. When those kids try to leave, they face the same identity crises, exit costs, and lingering trauma as anyone fleeing a commune. The internet, and I'm going to say that Educated by Tara Westover, I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy, and the book we're reading for book club next month, A Well-Trained Wife by Tia Levings, are all great examples of single family cults. And we have signed copies of Tia Levings' book, A Well-Trained Wife, in the shop. The internet cult, the fastest growing category and the hardest to spot. It doesn't have walls or uniforms. Instead, it lives in group chats, TikToks, YouTube channels, and subreddit threads. These groups offer belonging, purpose, and identity. They speak in code, shut out dissenters, and often revolve around a single charismatic content creator or ideology. And like all cults, they promise transformation, but only if you buy in, follow the rules, and cut ties with anyone who doesn't get it. Each of these groups can include all 10 cult features I outline in this book. Charismatic leadership, sacred assumptions, transcendent missions, the whole coercive package, just on a different scale. They don't need compounds or matching outfits. They only need your trust, your loyalty, and your willingness to surrender autonomy in exchange for certainty and belonging. Stickers also in the shop. That's why this book exists, not just to help us spot the obvious cults, but to shine a light on the ones we live inside every day. The ones we join not with a bang, but with a slow, quiet nod of agreement. Cults aren't always far away and bizarre. Sometimes they're intimate. Sometimes they're inherited. And sometimes they're just one click away. You can check out the packages for pre-ordering Culting of America attached here, unless you're watching this on TikTok.